All right, Schlockmeisters fans, we're going to watch an 80s horror movie here. Dolls. Let's check it out. All right, our movie starts out. A couple ladies on the side of the road looking for a ride. Didn't get one. The couple in that car, a man and his daughter and his new wife, kid's stepmom, they now have car trouble.
Stop swearing! Mommy says it's not nice to swear. But Mommy says...
Well, Mommy's not here now.
But
Judith,
Rosemary.
that's Mama Rosemary.
You're not my mother.
Thank God.
Next thing you know, they're getting attacked by a giant teddy bear. Apparently it was just a daydream though.
Quit moaning about that toy and get moving.
You're gonna arrest us out here.
So they go and seek shelter in this gothic house, mansion. Which is not unoccupied.
Much as we love visitors, we do prefer them to use the front door.
Oh, yes.
Anyway,
This can be the most
they end up inviting them in to stay.
You're kidding me.
Hillary and I, where are my manners? I am Gabriel Hartwick, and this is my wife, Hillary.
David,
The weather brings out creativity. It helps me in my work.
What kind of work is that? Witchcraft?
close to it.
I am a doll maker.
So he makes dolls, including the Punch from the Punch and Judy doll.
I like him.
Say hello to Mr. Punch.
Hello, Mr. Punch.
Remember those ladies on the road? They arrive next. You might recognize this chick from the Take On Me video by Aha.
Next door, if you want to take that paint off your faces. The rain has streaked it.
It ain't paint, it's makeup. And it's not sweet. It's supposed to look like this.
It is. Well, don't mind me.
Antiques. Well, what about
They're gonna
them?
steal.
This place is loaded with them. I bet they've old jewelry and stuff stashed somewhere. We could swipe it tonight.
So that night, the girls look for valuables to steal. And something unseen attacks her, knocks her down. And bashes her head into the wall repeatedly. Little girl Judy comes out and sees her, finds her.
Daddy, Rosemary and DOLLS got one of the girls.
what?
They dragged her away.
Drag who away?
The girl, one of the girls Ralph brought with him. Oh, world.
So this is Ralph. He's the one who picked up the two girls hitchhiking.
Yes, but he was just being poetic.
But suppose the
Since her dad won't believe her, maybe Ralph will.
Those are satisfied with only one. In years.
So she gets him up to go looking. And look closely, that looks like the girl. But she's a big doll.
What is that? Blood?
Yes!
It's a doll, you know. He's not Isabel.
I can see that.
I'm sorry, but something's happened to your friend.
What do you mean?
I saw her get dragged off.
Judy, I warned you about that crap.
Look, I don't know what's happened to her, but there's blood all over the hallway.
Dad doesn't like the Punch doll and gets bit.
All right, funny man. Let's see just how bright you can get. Ow! Boy, they really broke the skin.
My luck, they're rabid.
I like rabbits.
Oh, honey, I wish I knew what you were talking about.
You know, Ralph. Deep down inside, you know.
Then we're after stepmom, Rosemary. That's Stuart Gordon, the director. That's his wife. She can't get away. She ends up jumping and accidentally plunging through the window. That's the last we see of her. The remaining girl finds her friend. What's left of her. It looks like she's been turned into a giant doll. The dolls go after her. She runs into some army dolls who shoot her.
Judy,
Yes, Ralph?
these dolls, they're alive, aren't they?
Sure they are. Remember when you talked about toys coming to life tonight?
Ralph wants out of there.
Don't punish Daddy.
Meanwhile, Judy's dad finds Rosemary. Or what's left of her.
He looks up there too.
Little Rosemary.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, no, he didn't.
Then who did?
I don't know, little people. Fuck you, Chloe!
Past her bedtime. She should be dreaming sweet dreams by now.
Judy.
I want her back. She belongs in a juvenile home, that little punk. Helping that murderer. Come on, hand her over. She's my kid.
Being a parent is a privilege, David, not a right.
Next thing you know, they're turning David into a doll. That's what they do. They turn evil people into dolls.
Dear Judy, forgive me. I never was a good father, I know. Rosemary and I are leaving you here with the hope that you will have a much happier life living with your mother without us.
They made him think it was all a dream. Ralph's gonna take her. She hopes Ralph will marry her mom.
Ralph, are you married?
No.
Ever wanted to be?
Yeah.
As the credits roll, another couple pulls up with car trouble. All right, let's talk about Dolls. Now, this is a movie that I originally taped. I had it on the EP speed tape, VHS tape, probably taped it in 1989, somewhere 88, 89, 90, I don't know, somewhere around back in there. Hadn't seen it in forever. And yeah, maybe I've only seen this movie twice in my life before. I did remember a couple things about it once it got going and once I read the description. But anyway, so what we got here is there's this house in the countryside, kind of like a mansion type. And this couple with his daughter, young daughter's probably about 7 maybe, and stepmom, Rosemary, I think that was her name, Rosemary, yeah. They have some car trouble and they have to stop, and they end up going into their house where the guy eventually puts a shotgun on them originally because they broke in, but eventually he invites them in. He's a retired doll maker. He used to make dolls. Then there's other 2 young chicks who look like they're about 20. They're punk rocker type looks. They get picked up by a hitchhiker, or by a guy, I should say, named Ralph. He takes them there too. They stop for the night, and I guess they just come in too. So we have 6 people in this house now, 5 adults and the little girl. And there's all these dolls around the place. Well, the owner, Gabriel, gives the young girl a doll. It's a Punch and Judy doll. It's Punch. And she likes the doll. But all the other adults, with the exception of Ralph, are kind of like assholes. They're not nice people. And as it turns out, this doll maker and his wife have been making dolls out of people. They have some sort of black magic voodoo stuff that they can turn somebody into a doll and shrink them down. But they only do it with like bad people, I guess. And one by one, the dolls that are there come to life. Like the girls, the 2 young chicks are going to try to steal stuff because it's like a gothic mansion and there's trinkets and things that they can steal. One of the girls is Bunty Bailey. You might remember her as the chick in the Aha video, Take On Me. She's a little more painted up here, so you can't quite see her, but it's definitely her. She's one of the chicks. And so the dolls start attacking her and kill her, bash her head against the wall. And then one by one, they go around picking off all the other people in the house too, shrinking them down, or I'm sorry, killing them, and then they get shrunk down into dolls themselves. Finally, we're left with a little girl who has witnessed some of this stuff going on, and Ralph, who she kind of has she's friends with Ralph, and her dad, who dad's kind of a jerk, doesn't want her around anymore, wants to dump her off to her mother and leave her with mom. He's the last one, but then Gabriel turns him into a doll in front of our eyes. He kind of like shapes and forms and shrinks down. And then the next day, he makes it seem like this was all like a big dream or something to Ralph and the little girl. And he reads a letter that obviously he wrote that said, I'm sorry, I'm going to leave you with your mother. I'm going to start a new life, change my name, blah, blah, blah. So he basically abandoned a daughter. Of course, we know he's been turned into a doll. So anyway, Ralph, they leave. She leaves with Ralph, and she's like, "Did you ever been to Boston? You want to meet my mother?" Basically, she's saying, "You can be my new stepdad," as they drive away. And then as the credits roll, we see another couple coming in. They're having some car trouble, so obviously they're going to go to the whole house, again. The whole thing's going to repeat itself. That's Dolls. So you know what? MGM put this out. Wow. It's not a bad film. No real nudity in this movie at all. A little bit of violence. A very short film, hour and 17 minutes. Charles Band was behind this one. Stuart Gordon directed this. I think IMDb said he directed this before From Beyond, but it was released after From Beyond. And his wife, can't remember her name. She actually plays the woman Rosemary, Carolyn Purdy Gordon. There you go. She's the one who played kind of the bitchy stepmom in this movie too. She did a few acting roles. This is one of them. Anyway, that's Dolls. I'm pretty sure this has been released on Blu-ray. I'll leave a link to that down below. Again, not a bad film. Like I said, quick film too. Check it out. Leave some comments. It's Dolls. Watch it. Bye.